He was parked outside his own home, a place he thought was safe. But then a neighbor's sudden accusation shattered everything. She claimed he was hiding something dangerous, in his car. What she didn't know was that this wasn't just a random act of suspicion. It was a calculated move rooted in something far deeper and darker. When he revealed who he really was, everything changed. But would the truth be enough to stop the damage? This is a story about power, prejudice, and the fight to be seen for who you really are. Before we dive into this powerful story of justice and courage, take a moment to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. Join our community dedicated to sharing real stories that matter. Your support helps us continue bringing these important narratives to light. Now let's begin. It was a quiet afternoon in a peaceful suburban neighborhood. Darius, a dedicated FBI agent, had just returned from a long day of work. His life was a careful balance of service and family, a routine built on trust and respect. He loved his community, the familiar faces, the calm streets, the sense of belonging. His car, parked right outside his home, was just another part of that everyday life. But beneath the surface of this calm, something was stirring, an undercurrent of suspicion and prejudice that Darius never expected to face. Little did he know, the very place he called home was about to become the battleground for a fight far bigger than himself. Darius had always believed that his work as an FBI agent gave him a shield, a layer of protection against the world's worst. But that afternoon, as he stepped outside to his car, the first crack in that shield appeared. Across the street, Mrs. Caldwell, a well-known figure in the HOA, was watching him with a cold, calculating gaze. She wasn't just a concerned neighbor, there was something else in her eyes, something that felt like suspicion or worse, resentment. Without warning, she approached his car, her steps sharp and deliberate. Darius's heart quickened, but he stayed calm. He had faced danger before, but this was different. This was personal. She claimed she had seen him hiding something in his vehicle, something illegal. The accusation was baseless, but the weight of it hung heavy in the air. It wasn't just about the car, it was about who Darius was. Word spread quickly through the neighborhood. Whispers followed him wherever he went. The subtle glances, the hushed conversations behind closed doors, it all painted a picture Darius knew too well. This wasn't just a misunderstanding, it was a targeted attack fueled by prejudice and fear. The very community he had trusted was turning against him. As the days passed, the tension grew. Darius found himself under constant scrutiny. The HOA board called an emergency meeting, and the atmosphere was thick with hostility. Mrs. Caldwell presented her evidence. A few misplaced items she claimed were suspicious. But Darius knew the truth. This was a setup, a deliberate attempt to discredit him and make him an outsider in his own neighborhood. The moment Darius caught Mrs. Caldwell red-handed, time seemed to freeze. She was crouched by his car, slipping something beneath the tire, a small, incriminating object meant to seal his fate. His heart pounded, a mix of anger and disbelief flooding through him. How could someone he'd lived beside, someone who smiled at neighborhood barbecues, stoop to this? The betrayal cut deeper than any accusation. Without hesitation, Darius stepped forward, his voice steady but firm as he revealed his identity. "I'm an FBI agent," he said, watching the shock ripple across her face in the gathering crowd. The power in those words was undeniable. Suddenly, the woman who had tried to destroy him was exposed as the true villain. Darius cleared his name, but the scars ran deeper than any accusation. The neighborhood's whispers didn't vanish overnight, and the uneasy glances lingered long after the truth came out. What had started as a personal attack revealed something far more painful: a community's hidden biases, a system that allowed suspicion to turn into weaponized prejudice. Darius realized that no badge or title could shield him from the weight of racial injustice. Yet, in the aftermath, something shifted. His courage to stand firm, to reveal the truth, sparked conversations that had long been avoided. Neighbors began to question their own assumptions, and slowly walls of silence started to crack. Darius's story became a mirror reflecting a harsh reality many prefer to ignore. A reality where people are judged not by their character, but by the color of their skin. This wasn't just about one man or one neighborhood. It was a reminder that racism still thrives in the places we call home, in the communities we trust. It's a call to look closer, to listen harder, and to challenge the prejudices that divide us. Darius's fight is far from over, and neither is the fight for justice. The question now is not just what happened to him, but what will we do next? How many more voices will be silenced before we choose to stand up and be heard? If this story moved you, share it. Talk about it. Because change begins when we refuse to look away.